Hi, welcome to 4 Minutes of Film with me, Rhianna. Loads to cover today. We've got The Maze Runner with an interview from Will Poulter. We've got Effy Gray, The Rewrite, Annabelle and 71. So let's start with The Maze Runner. Thomas joins a group of boys who are all trapped in a glade surrounded by a massive maze. These gladers have all had their memories erased and Thomas becomes the driving force behind helping them to try and escape.
This is all we got. What's out there? We only have 3 rules. First, do your part. Second, never harm another glader. Most importantly, never go beyond those walls.
Part of the run of teen survival films like The Hunger Games and Divergent, The Maze Runner centres around boys this time, and the Brits, Will Poulter and Thomas Brody-Sangster, are really very good. In fact, all the performances are. This is what happened when I spoke to Will Poulter.
It might be on like the DVD or something, but we took a video camera.
Oh, awesome. So you guys were all kind of passing it around?
And we did like a night where we camped out in the glade, which is the kind of environment that we're in for most of the movie. And yeah, so we camped out in that exact environment one night, just kind of get a feel for it and live it as actors
You're
do
so
sometimes.
De Niro.
Oh, I know. It's sorry. And it was great. It was a really great experience.
It's a very simple idea, boys trying to escape a maze, and that really works in its favour. But the hierarchy is never fully explained, which leads to massive plot holes. And all of the names that the boys make up, the Grievers, the Box, Gladers, all seems a bit infantile. Plus, I think they tried to substitute a lot of the tension with just some loud, scary noises. So 3 stars for The Maze Runner. Next up, it's Annabelle. This is a spin-off from the horror film The Conjuring about a possessed doll who haunts a young family in the 1960s. It gets so bad they have to seek help from a priest.
Demons can sometimes use objects as conduits to achieve their desired goal.
Their desired goal?
Our souls, John.
That's why it's after Leah.
Having to see this alone in a screening room, I was absolutely petrified. But it's a really nice idea and the acting was spot on and there were definitely a couple of twists I didn't see coming. This is what happened when I spoke to the lead, Annabelle Wallis. The name's just a coincidence.
How many actual Annabelles were there?
I like how you say that, like, looking over your shoulder.
Has she multiplied already?
There were 2. There was, like, the one on set, and then there was the one that I could, you know, play with a bit. So
around.
Yeah, but they were both pretty scary. She had her own hair and makeup team as well, which is quite interesting.
Amazing.
No, her hair's in her eyes. What about my hair?
I think it could have really done with cameos from its prequel, The Conjuring. That would have really sealed it. Hardcore horror fans aren't going to be massively impressed by this, but I certainly didn't find it an easy watch. So 3 stars for Annabelle. Next up, it's 71. Jack O'Connell stars as the soldier who gets separated from his squad during the Belfast riots in 1971 and unwittingly becomes a catalyst for events much bigger than him. Despite not having a huge amount of dialogue, Jack O'Connell impresses yet again as someone completely out of his depth, reacting to situations exactly how you'd expect him to. I was blown away by the story, by the acting, and it's a very confident debut from Yann Demange, so 5 stars for 71. And you will see an interview with Jack O'Connell in next week's 4 Minutes of Film, which is a London Film Festival special. 2 other films out this week, Effy Gray starring Dakota Fanning in a period piece, which was quite interesting, but she gives quite a drab performance, so 3 stars for that. And also The Rewrite. It's Hugh Grant back on form as a screenwriter. It's a lot wittier than his last uninspiring rom-coms, so 4 stars. Next week, I'm interviewing James Marsden for The Best of Me, and I review The Judge, Robert Downey Jr.'s new film, and also Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, so click here to subscribe and catch it next week.